D.A.M. in time. Wake up, it's D.A.M. in time. D.A.M. in time. Truth in the booth and the whole chat line. I walk in with the facts, no fluff in the bag. Hot coffee, cold truth, let me raise that flag. They came for the jokes, but they stayed for the lesson. I turn headlines into business confessions. I don't do fake, I don't tap dance nice. I say what I said, then I say it twice. If the world gone crazy, I'm the morning alarm. With a mic in my hand and some smoke in my palm. Say D.A.M.N. D.A.M.N. Say it one more time. D.A.M.N. If the truth hit hard, let it ride. If the show got value, put some love inside. It's D.A.M.N. Everybody say it. D.A.M.N. Don't just replay it. D.A.M.N. We live in the chat. If the facts hit home, go and tap that tap. D.A.M.N. Hands in the sky, wake up, get smart, let the nonsense die. Tap that tap, drop that love. Shack going crazy when that truth show up. Tap that tap, drop that love. D.A.M.N. in the morning now, turn me up.
Check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. What up? It is D.A.M.N. time. Coming to you live from the Blue Room Studio right here, powered by Jaro Go. It is yours truly, the Mohawk and Real Talk and Living Fully Business Bully Dave Anderson, out here doing what I do, snapping necks and cashing checks. Woo! Unless you're rolling Martin when you gotta pause rolling. Pause. Yo, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if everything is coming in loud and clear. What up? Check in, tap that tap, drop that love. Let me know you can hear me okay. Where you at, where you are checking in from, all that kind of good stuff. So we know what's popping up in here. In case y'all have not heard, Roland Martin is in trouble. Oh, he's in some bad trouble. He ain't in good trouble. He in bad trouble. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. I don't know if y'all heard, but your boy Rolly's out here bad right now. He's doing bad. He's not doing good. He's not doing good, people. I don't know what to tell you. Rolly is in trouble. Rolly got himself in a titty twister, did he not? Rolly got himself in a titty twister. That's exactly how he like it. That's why he be telling people to this ass. Oh man, how's the lighting? How's the camera? Y'all digging everything? Let me know if you're digging everything. Let me know where you're checking in from. Let's see who is in the building. All right, checking in from the DF Dub. What up to the Smoke P? What is happening? Let's see here. Rhino knows. You better thank a YouTube member checking in from the Chi-Town and whatnot. Let's see here. Floyd River 7365 said, like the fade from the H-Town. Oh, the fade is fading. The love is fading. You can't feel this cut fading. I got a hairline and I'm not a tether. What up, Nary 1997? What's going on there, big homie? B More is in the building. Make sure you duck. Yo, so we got a lot of stuff to cover today. And as y'all know, first of all, let me get all the business out of the way first. First thing I want to tell y'all is make sure you get the Tether Doctrine. If you get the Tether Doctrine today, not only are you going to get the research paper, but you're going to get the full book. You're going to get the digital book. You're going to get the audio book. You are going to get 3 new exclusive songs that I have recorded in support of the Tether Doctrine. This is probably a very, I would say, quintessential piece of work I've done, and I'm super excited to be able to bring it to you. You can click the link in my bio. I also linked it in the description, link.me/the business bully. You can go ahead and grab that. Let me know if you grab that, because I am also going to be sending out with every physical purchase, every VIP. You want to get yourself a I Got Wash Shammy. You know, I usually just send these out to tethers and morons that I watch on a regular basis, but I got some shamies going to toss those in for you for free. And yeah, man, listen, PKY270 makes a phenomenal point. Lately, everyone who's been disrespecting foundational Black Americans are getting their truths revealed. But ain't the ancestors something? Clap it up one good. Give it up for the ancestors. Yes. Yes, and we uncovered on this show while we were watching Tasha K that there was a pimp involved in this whole situation, allegedly, supposedly. It was a pimp involved in the situation, but no one has asked the question. And I'm trying to figure out why no one's asked the question to Roland. I mean, just honestly, you know what I'm saying? Like, just live in your truth and you ain't got nothing to worry about. I tell people all the time, just live in your truth. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and hit that like button. I'm gonna need you all to go ahead and share this out with at least 10 people. We should be rolling up in here. And again, ain't nobody rolling like rolling because rolling like it. You all know how rolling like it. What do he tell you all the time that he wants you to do? I love it here. I love it here. So there's a couple of things that I wanted to share with y'all today. Let me switch out because I got to make sure I got my media right. Got to make sure I got my media all the way right. Let's get that Jaro go up right quick. Yeah, so we got a lot of folks up here. If you have not gone to jarogomedia.com, I don't know what you're doing, but don't play with me. Go ahead and download that. See, y'all want a space where you can be yourself. You don't have to censor yourself. You get to watch exclusive Dave Anderson content. A lot of phenomenal content creators are coming. DB Smooth in the building. You better thank a YouTube member. Shout out from the ATX Austin, Texas, baby. Shout out to the 512. You got these folks out here clowning. You got these tethers and tether sympathizers, Benedict Negroes, I call them, out here talking real greasy. And they don't seem to understand, why ain't nobody playing with them. But let me explain something to you. I ain't the one you play with. I'm just not that dude. So when you come over here trolling, please understand that you're gonna get this work. Oh, you're gonna get this work. And Dr. Bushmeat has been out here bushmeating. Let's see here. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. I'm a proud tether of East Africa. First of all, that continent isn't even Africa. That was named after Scipio Africanus, but go off. Have you ever been outside European-led countries? Well, I've been in Nigeria. Well, that's European-led, so I guess that doesn't count. South Africa, well, that's European-led, so that doesn't count. Ghana, that's European-led, so that doesn't count. So I guess your answer is no. And Robin Mutali, if you want this smoke, please do yourself a favor. Put the bush meat down and bring your ass on up here. It's very simple. The link is right there. Come on up. Come on up. Come on. And while we're on the subject, I just kind of want to know, just real quick, like, just wondering, why don't you bring your ass up? I'm a proud tether of East Africa. Whoopity can do. Go back there then. You so proud of it, go back there. Why are you in my space? Like, that's my question. If you love it so much and you're so damn good, why are you over here talking crazy to me? I don't understand that. And if y'all got all the answers, how come your situation is so jacked up? That's what I don't get. So Mushmouth Labubu decided that he was going to send an email, and I'm going to pull it up for y'all because he think he funny, but he ain't. But he want attention, so we gonna give him some attention because he needs help. His channel is struggling. His microphone is terrible. His camera is trash. His haircut, well, I mean, he's got a tether hairline, so he says he's Black American. I don't believe. What about my grandparents? It's my show. Man, get out of here. Couldn't even answer the question. The question was, what has Pan-Africanism done for foundational Black Americans? Oh, well, Malcolm, I said in the past 25 years. Oh, well, and I'm starting a gym program. And in Dayton, man, don't nobody know you in Dayton. Just struggle streaming. You don't even have a platform, sir. You wanted some clicks and views. and you got what you wanted. So, like, to me, that type of stuff is absolutely crazy to me. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at what Dr. Labubu says. Good afternoon, Mr. Anderson, Professor. I'm writing you to thank you for the interview on my platform. Also, I appreciated your continued content about me as it is helping me gain subscribers. Yeah, because you're desperate. You're a desperate little bitch boy that can't even hold his own nuts to a point where you can't answer a question. You're talking about dating. I'm talking about what Black Americans have benefited by and large. Dude, nobody knows you, but you keep making videos about me, just full of nonsensical bitch-assery. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. I don't get it. I find it weird. It's a little stalkery, but he has to have something to do. Albie Chills in Dayton. You ever seen this dude? You ever see LaBush meet? Albie Chill. You better thank a YouTube member says, not gonna lie. I've never heard of him in Dayton. And that's the thing. I know his real last name isn't Lumumba, and I know that hairline isn't real either. How the hell, since he wants attention so bad, let's give him what he wants. Let's go over to his whack ass, my first website. Let's go ahead and let's put it up. Let's see if we can find it here. Let's go ahead and put it up for him. Let's go over here. Let's see here. Let me see. Bushmeatspeaks.org. Here it is. Always bleeding on blood. How do you take a promo picture? How do you take a promo picture with dust in your hair? Sir, I don't even know if this man is human. He's giving Vulcan. He's giving Combs run away from him. That's what I'm getting. I don't know what y'all get. I don't know what y'all getting. I'm just curious to know what's going on here. I just don't get it. But, if you go over to his YouTube channel, if you want to call that a YouTube channel, if you go over to his YouTube channel and you look, this man is struggling. This man is poor. Me coming over there did him a favor. Look. That's why he's thanking me. Now he's got $21. He's got $21, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Dr. Labubu. He's got $21 now. Listen. This is the most views he's got in 7 days, and he's down 15, almost 16%. This is what we're dealing with on a regular basis. These pan goofies. He's got all this white space over here. For somebody pro-black, he sure enough got a lot of white space on. He really needs a consult. He should just pay me, but he can't afford it because his estimated monthly earnings are only $21. He's ranked 7 millionth. Doing around 8 uploads a week. Look at this. Look at this. He needed them views. And he doing all that fussing for 1 hour and 30 minutes and only got 333 views to show for it. You want to know why? Because the pan goofies don't support this. They're dumb. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm a Pan-African. I got the Pan-African. I'm a Pan-African. You need to find some ultra perm. That's what he needs. Shout out to Dr. Dirt Cookies. Shout out to Dr. Bushmeat. Have y'all seen Dr. Bushmeat talk about the fact that Nigerians are getting kicked out of South Africa? Nope. They are mad, and I'm staying on code. Yeah, no. I don't need to. Right now, he's campaigning because he wants to help his lovely wife, and she's lovely. Bad taste in men, but lovely woman. Definitely wants to help his wife do a modeling thing, and I'm not mad at that. Help your wife. You should help your wife. Chris, I did get your email. I'm doing the show late, so we're gonna have to push back, big homie, because I got to give the people what they want. Y'all, my dog died. And I'm broken up about it for two reasons. The first reason is, it's my dog. I feel like that's self-explanatory. The second reason is I had to take her this morning. I had to take her this morning to the vet. And when I took her to the vet, I did it for two reasons. Number one, I wanted to make sure that she was taken care of in a way that was humane and kind and caring. I also, and this is extremely important, I also wanted to make sure that Dr. Labumba wasn't going to use her for bushmeat. That was extremely important to me. I wanted to make sure that Dr. Labumba wasn't going to use her for bushmeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Dr. Labumba, he looks hungry. He looks hungry. He on like an iPhone 7 trying to do a broadcast. So I did not want him taking my dog and trying to, turn her into how about you're going on Do Not Disturb? We don't do unknown callers around here. By the way, if you want to just call in because you don't want to get on camera, you can do so. 929-35 brand is the number. 929-35 brand is the number if you want to do that. But yeah, so I'm trying to understand why people talk real greasy. I don't get it. Let's see here. Do we have a tether in here? I think we've got a tether in here. Sorry about your dog, but y'all can't even name African or Caribbean leaders before you critique their people. No, their people are critiquing us. I think, Andrew Holness over in Jamaica needs to come get his people if they're tethering. I think Mia Motley from Barbados should. Philip Davis over there in Bahamas. In Trinidad and Tobago, you've got Kamala Persad Bessier. So, like, what are you talking about? So, respectfully, eat a dick. It's not that hard. But y'all keep playing like y'all serious out here. And you're not. And you're not. Ain't no round two. I'm done, giving this nappy-headed Negro who only has his books to keep him warm and ain't wrote one book yet. Him and his cosplay and dashiki wearing kufi covering head ass Negroes talking crazy. I'm minding my business. And that's the thing. A lot of times these people just be talking crazy. So again, Dr. Dry Lips over here needs to eat a dick. Don't send me no more emails because you don't know who I know in Dayton. And the last thing you want to do, respectfully, is get seen by any one of my people. Respectfully. So I'm asking you very nice, stand down before something bad takes place. Respectfully. Just, I would stop if I were you because I'm not going to be responsible if somebody does something to you. And that is not a threat because I do not threaten people. I'm going to be right here minding my black ass business. I don't want nothing to happen to Dr. Labumafu. So I'm going to need Dr. Labumafu to keep my name out his mouth or he's going to find himself in a world of hurt he wasn't prepared for because you can do all that scholarly shit you want to. But when push comes to shoves, people don't talk to me greasy in person. I work too hard to get 4 and 5 different belts in 3 or 4 disciplines for people to be talking to me greasy, respectfully. Because if you can't be a gentleman, just like you couldn't be a gentleman on your show and you rage quit and kicked me off after you couldn't answer a simple question about how does Pan-Africanism benefit foundational Black Americans, and you talking about, after school programs in Dayton, Ohio. How does that benefit 40 million foundational Black Americans? Leonard said, he has no fears. He spears lions, nigga. Yeah, so I feel bad for him. Also, let me explain something to you. And I want to get into this really quickly. Let me see here. There is a bunch of Was it Jubilee? Yeah, I think it was Jubilee. And this is what I be trying to tell y'all. Officer Tatum, real quick. Officer Tatum, and shout out to Brandon Tatum. I ain't got no beef with Brandon Tatum. He does what he do. We do what we do over here. I will tell anybody, and I'm very clear on this. The man was very nice to me. Do we disagree on a few things? Absolutely. But I think by and large, you know, he's got his audience and he does what he does with his audience. My issue with Jubilee is not Brandon Tatum. My issue with Jubilee is Tether speaking on behalf of foundational Black Americans. I do not like it. I've never liked it. I just can't. I can't. Well, what gave it away? I do not like it when the Tether speak on my behalf. I don't. It's bothersome to me. It's a lot of babbling. And I want to show y'all this Tether babble right here. No lie, truth don't need no spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not, before we even hit play on this, the first thing I want you to notice is somebody's, and I'm not pointing out nobody. You can look at the screen. Somebody's glasses are dirty on national television, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody's glasses are dirty on television, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody has on a hair helmet. And somebody has an off-the-shoulder top with bra straps showing, ladies and gentlemen. These are tetherific indicators. Okay? So we've got some tetherific indicators. Now I want y'all to watch this.
Confrontation or more than you want to get to the bottom of a conversation. If you're 25 and under, the leading.
What gave it away? That's definitely not foundational. That is not foundational right there. How do you have a stiff, foggy, dusty glasses and wig set? Where are they selling? How many bushmeat cookies do you have to get? Sir, this is not a mohawk. This is a cry for help. You can still see her tethering in the background here. Are we serious right now? Are we serious right now? This don't even think it makes sense. It just does not make sense. Leonard said she looked musty too, Lord. I don't know if you got smell-o-vision. I don't know if the lady's musty or not. Marcus Jerome. Yeah, you're lost, dude. Hey, see, maybe because English is not your first language, you would know it's your Y-O-U apostrophe. That's like a comma, but you put it in the air. You put it in the air. It's up there everywhere. Oh, Tether, learn my language. Speak American. It's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. And if you want some, I always invite you to come get some. Come on up. Yeah, you're lost, dude. Oh, I'm really scared of you. Do you have any bass in your voice, sir? Or are you like Roland? Do you need a tampon and a couple fingers in your booty on a regular basis? I'm just curious because I only have one question for you. Just wondering. But if you want some, come get some. Let's keep going.
Cause of death for you is being murdered by another Black person.
Think you foolish.
Straight men in my chat right now. Straight men in my chat. Let me ask you, have you ever tucked your chins to your chest and then looked up at somebody? Is that a man unit? I'm asking, is that a man unit? I don't like this blend. This blend is telling me something here. That's all I'm asking. What gave it away? Let's keep going.
That is the whole thesis of
Do I need to say it? It's a sassy alert. I don't know where boy got the haircut from. Darius said, Lord, I'm supposed to be working. You better thank a YouTube member that I'm getting you through your work day. How do you try to look like us this badly? Like, this is bad cosplay. This is absolutely bad. Black Peter says she looked like she walked there. Yeah, no, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Y'all see that, right? That was nuts. Just cut it off. Just cut it off. Every last one of these is sassy. Every last one of these is submissive. I don't get it, but let's keep going.
From slavery.
No, it's
Did
not.
you read the book?
I did not read the book.
There you go. Then you don't know what you're talking about.
Know
You are uneducated.
To say that Donald Trump is racist is the craziest thing I've heard.
Donald Trump.
This is a Tether. There are never any foundationals in this room. Tell me why. Tell me why. Hold on, let me go back.
Oh
Have you
What gave it away? Help me. Can y'all explain this to me? Big smile, small down, then you open it. Okay, come on. Tear the mouth. Let's review. This man has on a gray turtleneck, a gold chain, and white sunglasses he borrowed from my 11-year-old autistic daughter. Michael Blackson's eyes don't even buck out like that. What the hell? But this is what they do. They go and they get tethers to have a conversation that foundational Black Americans need to be having. And that's what I mean. There's different types of conservatives. There's the tether. To me, there's two extremes on the conservative side. There's the tether conservative, and then there's the Tatum conservative. I happen to be a foundational Black American conservative. I don't do none of this shucking and bucking. What is going on? Oh my God, Grand, that's a $2 super chat fine. He said he's trying to rock the Rock's outfit. Now, for those of you who don't get the reference, hold on one second. Let me pull this up. It's a case of real quick. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. This is a case of who wore it better, the Rock or the Tether? That is the question. Who wore it better, the Rock or the Tether? Rock, Tether. Rock, Tether. All right, let's keep going.
Have you ever met Donald Trump?
Is systemic racism holding the Black community back, or has it become an excuse to avoid personal responsibility?
I'm gonna let the host chill. I ain't got nothing against the host, but
Now, John was a little too white to handle this topic, so you got me. I'm Paris Rose from Jubilee Media, and this is Surrounded, where one brave soul faces a room full of...
Paris Rose, where y'all think Paris Rose is from? Whenever they have a name like that, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's check. I'm running the check. I don't know. I don't think she's foundational. She's a lovely girl, but I don't think she's one of us. Anyway, let's get it popping.
Disagreeers. Today, we're diving into policing in Black communities, whether Republicans are better for the Black community than Democrats, and the debate over systemic racism. I'm here with our featured guest, former police officer and conservative commentator, Brendan Tatum. I'm so happy to see you today. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm happy.
All right, you ready to take everyone on?
Oh, we about to get busy in here. So.
Oh, I love to hear it. Are you guys ready? Yeah! They sound ready. All right, let's go.
Hi, I'm Officer Tatum, and I'm the host of The Officer Tatum Show, and I'm surrounded by Black liberals. My first surrounded claim is Trump and Republicans are better for the black community than Democrats.
Before we get into his claim, first of all, the amount of zest in that room, the amount of sass in that room, the amount of bad hairlines, bad haircuts, horrible wigs, stiff wigs, bad weaves, and dirty glasses in that room, it's absolutely horrible.
If you'd like to be the first debater, get to that chair in 3, 2, 1.
Naima, nice to meet you.
Naima,
Yeah.
nice to meet you as well.
Before I do my rebuttal, I would just like to know why you think that.
Well, there's a myriad of reasons. I think that conservative policies are more beneficial to the black community. It's more beneficial to America, which black people are part of America. And I think that policies like limiting.
Y'all saw that, right? Hold on.
Conservative policies are more beneficial to the black community. It's more beneficial to America, which black people are part of America. And I think.
What is that? What is that? Shout out to Tether's Dookie outside. That is a hell of a name. Shout out to you. Tether's Dookie outside with the silver star. Thank you so much. V Cree with the Uncle Alert. I definitely appreciate you. Yeah, no. Oh my God. What? Albie Chill said that's Amanda vacuum sealed. I'm so upset. Darius, you better thank a YouTube member said zestfully stretches. I can't even do this. I can't. Y'all are horrible. Y'all got to forget the landscapers are outside cutting down bushes and you know what I'm saying, making sure there's no animals up in there so that Dr. Labubu can try and go out here hunting. This is horrible. Yeah, no, just ugh. Yeah, none of these people care about black Americans because they're not black Americans. Yeah. Sugar Shane, what up, Miss Cherokee? Good. Aaron Dixon says I support Tatum. All right, I'm just showing y'all when y'all see it. When y'all see it, I just want to point it out. I don't want nobody getting mad at me for pointing it out. I'm just pointing it out, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let's get a little music. I mean, since they're talking for us anyway, let's give them some Tether mount.
That policies like limiting immigration or illegal immigration, getting illegal immigrants out of this country, lowering taxes, all benefit black people as a whole. Religious freedom, you name it, every single policy that I can think about that Republicans have implemented, that they stand for, the values they stand for are all better off for black people than Democrats could ever dream of.
How have you okay. But first of all, religious freedom is not just a Republican policy. I just want
the
that's just in
Republicans
the
are far
Constitution.
more believe in the freedom of religion than Democrats could ever dream of.
I don't want to harp on that. That's in the Constitution. That's just not true.
From
but
every single aspect of life. No.
But I just want to focus on which one of Trump's policies specifically has been designed to help the black community.
Opportunity zones. He has he's got the prison reform czar. You know, like there's a ton of stuff, but it's not like they love to harp on Trump, and that's why I say I can't wait for Trump to die. Because when Trump dies, then they have to come back with something else instead of saying we're fighting Trump. You got people running for dark cash talking about I'm going to take on Trump. Like Trump don't know you. What are you doing in my community? Why are there so many food deserts? Why are these kids not reading on grade level? Like what are we really doing here? One word in. No shadow of doubt. Everybody know that. Tether mouth. Hey, front row face with a backstage nerve. Anyway.
Well, First Step Back has been designed to reverse the effects of over-policing from the past.
He has done that.
The First Step Back, yes, it was.
Okay.
To allow for people who were incarcerated with sentencing for drug dealing
right.
and less violent crimes for them to have some relief. My uncle got out on the First Step Back.
Okay.
Urban revitalization.
Yeah.
Injecting money into these inner city communities. Permanent funding for HBCUs, which Barack Obama never did. Donald Trump implemented.
Okay.
I mean, I can go down the list.
Yeah,
and I think that lowering taxes and all the other benefits that Americans get is also beneficial to black
So
people.
it's funny because I've watched some of your videos. I've heard these talking points before, and I actually looked into all of these. And there's not a ton of quantitative impact on how those have actually affected just the black community. But let's talk about the Republican Party and Trump and his policies as a whole. Do you think that Trump reposting a video in which one of his supporters screams white power was beneficial to the black community?
I'm not familiar with some video that he posted.
Well, I mean, you should be.
Let's talk about Democrat policy.
You should be.
Let's talk about.
You see how it becomes about some random ass tweet as opposed to substantive policies? This is what happens because, again, liberals will sit up there. What gave it away? They will sit up there and talk all this nonsense about, he posted a tweet. It's about hurt feelings as opposed to tangible dollars and cents and actual improvements. You've had the ball for 60 years and have not done anything with it. And listen, I like Brandon Tatum. I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, but my whole thing is, at some point you got to say to yourself, why are our communities this way? What's going on? And that to me is absolutely insane. It's all about feelings. If you support Tatum, you're an enemy to the black community. I support black people. This is not about supporting Brandon Tatum. I'm more talking about the Tether speaking on behalf of the black community when they're not a part of the black community. So again, you can miss me with all of that because putting up a video and reacting to it is not indicative of support. And this is my problem. Everything is emotion based. How many black, matter of fact, somebody start the clock on Don Royal. Don Royal, come on up here. Start the clock on your ass. Because I would love to know how many people Don Royal employs, how many businesses he's built. Does he have a platform for black people to go unfettered like Jaro Go Media, where you can download on iOS or Android, jarogomedia.com? Do you have gaming? Are you producing documentaries? Do you have a film festival happening in Atlanta in November called the Peachtree Village International Film Festival? Are you doing that? Because me and my people are. With your bitch ass. And that's what I'm talking about. But again, exactly. Paul Game said, I can't stand Brandon, but he's giving her that work. Oh, listen, we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but I just want to get some of these out.
A Democrat
No,
policy.
see,
What
no.
Democrat
Now you're
policy?
obfuscating. You are the one who has
it
the burden.
says
No,
right
I'm
here-
sorry. I do not want to be interrupted.
It says right here
I do not want to be
that
interrupted.
Trump and
You are the
Republicans are
one-
better than the Democrat
exactly.
policy.
So the burden of proof is on
it's not.
you.
We're not in a
Yes.
trial.
No, this is how a debate works. You've made a claim
saying
that you have to substantiate, and you
you're
have yet to
saying
do that.
I am wrong. So how are you correct in that Democrat policies are better than Republican
Well,
policies?
actually, do you want to know my personal
with it.
belief is that the Democrats are fundamentally kind of apathetic to the needs of black people, while Republicans are openly antagonizing the black community.
Give me an example.
So, I mean, so
what
an
policy
example,
position is negative towards black people that Republicans implement?
Trump this year intentionally got rid of the disparate impact analysis. So what the disparate impact analysis does is that it analyzes laws that were made neutrally, policies that were intended to be neutral, to make sure that there were not any racial disparities as an effect of that policy, right? Accidentally. So Trump has removed the protection for the disparate impact analysis. So we don't know if the policies that we're enacting are disproportionately hurting the black community or not.
Do y'all hear this babble? Do y'all hear this babble? Disparate impact. It's so weird. Yes, they're all up there to defend Democrats. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's absolutely insane to me. But let's fast forward because I want to get to another tether. There's plenty of other tethers here. Hold on. Because here it is right here. Let's get to this and then we'll
Someone to post on my behalf, and they posted racist statements.
And you said
that would be on me.
and you took it down.
No.
And you told them,
I'm sorry.
and you said to the world, you don't believe that to be
Officer
true.
Tatum, we have to pause here. All right, you have been voted out by the majority. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, get your ass up out of here. Because just it's horrible. Let's keep going.
So I'd like to talk about Trump and
So, I'd like to talk about I'd like to talk about
the Republicans, not specifically on Trump, but focusing upon the history of the Republicans.
Oh my God, what in the Charlie Brown want is going on with this man's hairline? Do you see this man's hairline? Somebody help me out here. Dexter Robinson with the $9.99 super chat. I do appreciate you, sir. Thank you so very much. And he says, I think it's all about duality. Trump may have projected racism verbally, but his actions have not hurt our community, opposed to Obama, who said nice things to us, but his actions hurt our community. Thank you for the $9.99 banger and those facts, sir. You are definitely appreciated. Yep, this man is super soft britches. Oh my God, Albie Chill said he got that Andrew Gillum lineup. You ain't lying. But yeah, no, let's listen to what he has to say, because of course this is going to be some more babble.
Republican Party, because he's just the latest iteration of that, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, the Republican Party has a proven track record of giving platforms to sellouts who promote a message that harms Black people.
Who
And
is
I'll
that?
give you
Who
an
is the
example.
sellout that you give me an example?
Well, there are actually quite a few, but I'll start with the
Well, hold on, let's
earliest
start with this
example.
premise. The first Black legislators,
Right.
or the first Black people in Congress
Right.
to represent were all Republicans.
Right. So let me explain that to you.
Is
So
that a fact pattern?
right. Yes. So basically what happened is the last of the radical Republicans, which was a segment of the Republican Party that passed the 14th Amendment, all of the amendments that gave Black people the right to vote and ensured that slaves would not be disenfranchised. He died in August 11th.
No. Black people, I mean, Republicans
let me explain.
unanimously voted.
He died in
Re-
1868 when the
Republicans-
14th Amendment was passed.
The
And then guess
Republicans
what?
as a whole
Right.
voted unanimously. The Democrats did not.
Right, but guess what? After the radical Republican faction left Congress,
Radical Republican. That's
yes,
not. That's the.
they are.
you
They
make
were.
that up.
They were a historic. No. That's a title. They were
who was
historic.
who was the Radical Republican
they
faction?
They were a segment of the Republican Party
Who?
that
Name one.
Thaddeus Stevens. He's an example. They are the ones who created the Freedmen's Bureau, which was designed to assimilate ex-slaves into the national citizenry. After they left, the Republican Party constructed an oligarchy, which we called the Gilded Age, and in which we saw the fate of Black people decline. Black home ownership decline. Black voting decline.
I hope they fact check you on
all
this.
of that.
The Republicans unanimously voted.
No, not after that.
Let me fit.
This is what happens. They come up in there with their feelings. They'll take one little bit of truth and then mess it up. That's the one thing I do like about Jubilee. There's at least a fact check there. They did not disappear in 1868, although their influence declined during the early 1870s. Some remained active until the mid-1870s.
The Republicans unanimously voted for the 13th, 14th, and 15th
Yes,
Amendment.
under the leadership of the radical Republicans, and they were
Republicans
progressives.
Unanimously voted for the Civil Rights Act.
Yes, and then after the radical Republicans left, they stopped doing that.
When did the radical Republicans leave? You saying the radical
1868, the last person died.
That's
Yes.
not true.
It is 100% true.
Because
Now,
the
but wait.
Republicans.
Historical estimates also indicate that Black home ownership rose overall from about 8% in 1870 to 24% in 1910, despite severe discrimination. Oh, Lord.
Let me get back to what I was saying. Let me get back to what I was saying.
Did Republicans unanimously vote for the Civil Rights Act?
You're bulldozing and you're steamrolling because you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Let's quantify that point.
Listen, brother.
Did Republicans
listen to
unanimously
what I
vote
have
for
to
the-
say? Tell you the inheritors of slavery, chattel slavery, and then the Jim Crow era that
Racist
took its
Democrats.
place. Guess what? After those acts, the voting rights.
Oh my God, the hairline gets worse. It looks like you ever make a cursive W in the second grade and you don't quite have it right. That's what that is. It's horrible. It's horrible. Shout out. It's so bad. Like Enigma said he looked like he'd be Yoda if Yoda was stupid. It's just horrible. But we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. I can't. By the way, if you have not gotten the Tether doctrine, what are you doing?
And the Civil Rights Act were passed
Unanimously
guess what?
by Republicans.
There was a 20 to 30% shift away from the Democratic Party into the Republican Party. And then, surprisingly, Nixon begins his war on drugs, which is a part of his law and order program. And guess what happens? Black people become 6 to 7%.
His barber needs to be drug out to the street and shot. Do y'all see that C cup right there? That's horrible. It looks like New Jersey.
7 times higher to be arrested for drug abuse versus white people. They are mass incarcerating us, and it is directly tied to Republican policy.
No, it's
Okay, we
not.
have to
Let me-
pause here. We have to pause here. You have been voted out by the majority. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. It's either Tethers or Sassies. Carmen Sanders with the 10 jewels. Thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate that. The Iceman, you better thank a YouTube member with the $5 super chat, says, buddy got a Pokemon outline on his forehead. Hashtag 305, hashtag B1, hashtag cut.check. Also, if you are here, it is well over 400 some odd people up in here. I'm going to need y'all to go ahead and hit that like button. It is absolutely free. It is your support of the channel that's gotten the microphone. It has gotten the lighting better up in here. It's gotten the camera sharper up in here. So every little bit helps. And if you want some exclusives, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and get the Tether Doctrine. Also, I just dropped a new book called Fall into Freedom. Y'all can click on the link in the description, or you can actually just go to my link.me, which is link.me/the business bully. Let's keep going because we got more babble to come. Oh my God, why do I keep putting her on the screen?
If you would like to be the next debater, get to that chair in 3, 2.
Oh my God, what? What is that? What is this? What is going on here? Okay. We just gonna act like we don't. Okay, you ain't got. Okay, no.
1. Ooh.
Did y'all see that?
If you would like to be the next debater, get to that chair in 3, 2.
Watch the
1.
sassy shuffle.
Ooh.
What was that? Somebody tell me what that was.
Watch out now. Watch out now.
Even Tether was like, watch out now.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Oh my God. Y'all. Huh? What in the world? Sir. But people get mad when I say that Jubilee don't have nothing but sassies and tethers up in there. Where he from? If y'all say Brooklyn, I'm punching somebody in the mouth. If y'all say Brooklyn, I'm punching somebody in the mouth. Oh. Come on, y'all. That was a sassy shuffle. Yes, TD Hutch, I said it was a sassy shuffle. Let's get these likes up. It's 450 people up in here. Where the likes at? Likes are free. I'll be Chill City from Jamaica, Queens. I hate y'all so much. Y'all saying Zimbabwe, Uganda, Senegal. He skipped to his loo, all right. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. Bad Seed Entertainment said, what is this? Coos versus Tethers? Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Are y'all hearing the sound effects and whatnot? Everything coming through all right? Just making sure. Darius says, because if you really want to get down to it, if you got to start throwing mud, you got supposed black people jumping in the conversation because they're just learning to speak English. I hate you so much. V. said he's from the sassy district of Zamunda. Y'all are so mean. Said he came from, wait, Dexter, you better thank a YouTube member. Saying he came from the Cake Soap Coast. Oh my God. Gregarious, you better thank a YouTube member, said he came from the last Emperor of Scotland. If my enemies are a chicken. Oh my God. All right, man, let's go. We got a lot of show to get to. We're breaking this down today.
Your claim is that
No!
Trump.
Okay.
And Republicans are better for the black community than Democrats.
Yes.
Okay. I think that claim is patently false, and let me explain why.
First of all, sir, That's a chemical pill on his tether mouth. The hairline is atrocious, sir. He looks like Arthur. You remember Arthur? And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. He looks like Arthur went and made a wish, got on the magic school bus and became half a human.
Take the institution of voting, the most sacred thing that the Constitution protects, something that we need for elected officials to represent us.
Okay.
Repeatedly, Republicans have used the judiciary to discriminate against Black people in voting.
How?
We have cases like Louisiana versus Calais. The recent case that in 2026 is caused all the redistricting crisis that you see right now.
Crisis? Is it a crisis when Democrats do it?
And when you see the effects of that for the Black community, the Congressional Black Caucus is set to lose 16 to 19%, or it's not 16 to 19 members, 30.
Good. The Congressional Black Caucus is full of tethers that have not done anything in the 50 years they've been formed. No one can point, just like Pan-Africanism is a one-way street, the Congressional Black Caucus only goes one way, to the left. I'm sorry, two ways. They go to the left and to the bank with our money with no tangibles. They want to help disenfranchise sassies like this person.
50% of its representation. Regardless of anything that you are saying communities should be doing, you have to still elect people to represent you to make those policy decisions.
Yeah, but
what is a policy decision? Can y'all help me out? I'm trying to understand. Oh, I gave it away. DB Smooth said he looked like he crossed desks at night. Look at him. I hate you so much. I'm V Creed. That's a $2 super chat fine. V Creed said, get Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine Gang to solve the mystery of the missing testosterone. They're just coming up. Well, when you take the emastications and the redistricting and the gerrymandering and the nigger rigging, then what winds up happening is $5 will get you a $5 footlong at Subway, and I'd like a $5 footlong. This is insane. I don't speak.
Let me finish. I'm gonna finish.
I'll let you finish.
If you
Somebody said he too swole to be this horrible.
You are erasing the ability for people to have that representation, and you're making it even harder to vote, like decisions like Shelby v. Holder, which makes it harder to eliminate discriminatory laws, or you have cases like Brnovich v. DNC, which are
Huh? What? You can see it from a mile, or you can hear it up close. What the hell? Tether mouth. What is going on here, people? There's a bunch of sassy septum ring wearing tethers up in here. This is Jimmy Henry said, honey glaze face. Y'all are out of control. I can't even. T-shirt screaming Lotto, I don't fit you. I hate my chat. I hate my chat with the passion of 1,000 burning suns. Said he looked like a smaller Shannon Sharpe. Skip.
striking case, which is striking the ability to
Skip. Ocho, skip.
challenge laws that we think are discriminatory for mail-in voting. It's not good, and it's not reasonable to say that Republicans are representing Black people's interests.
Let me put this in simplistic terms. Voting is a sacred right.
Yes.
Right? And Black people were afforded voting rights, which we all should fight for. Having voter ID is protecting that sacred right, that Black people will make sure that Black people can actually vote without being eliminated in their voting power by illegal aliens.
This goes beyond.
Let me go point by point.
Wait.
Want to allow
this goes way beyond voter ID. This goes way beyond
in the elections.
This goes way beyond
And they
voter
don't want
ID. You
secure
simply
elections.
don't want. They simply don't want people who are Black to be elected.
They never had. See, this is what I mean when I say I don't think Brandon's that great of a debater, because this is how you shut this whole question down. So there's 20 people surrounding Brandon Tatum. I want y'all to stay with me on this for a minute. Hold on, let me make myself just a little bit. So I want y'all to see how sexy the studio looks and how good my lighting is. But aside from that, you got 20 people in there, right? Now, I do believe that this takes place in either Vegas or LA. My question is this: all you would have to do to shut this stupid argument down about voter ID laws are somehow discriminatory against Black people is how many people in this room got on a plane in order to get here today? At least 15 hands will go up. When you got to the airport, you had to show them your boarding pass and what? Your ID. You need an ID to drink. You need an ID to get into the club. You need an ID to buy a pack of cigarettes. So how are voter ID laws racist? What's also funny is Hakeem Jeffries, Timu Obama, said, we don't want ICE anywhere near polling places. Why would ICE need to be at polling places if illegals don't have the right to vote? But you don't want them near polling places because Democrats are using illegals to vote. That's why they don't want ICE there. If I am going after illegal aliens and we know illegal aliens don't have the right to vote, why in the world would I be going to polling places? Unless somebody was making it possible for them to vote. That's how you win that argument. It's very simple. It is very quick. You see how quickly I did that? I'm trying to understand. I'll Be Chill said, thank you for the 199 super chat. What gave it away? and that to me is insane. Chuck, that's a $2 super chat fine. He said, as my grandfather would say, that boy tender. All right, let's keep going, because after this, I'm gonna show y'all something else.
How is that possible?
Because majority minority districts were created by the Voting Rights Act of 1965. That specific piece of legislation, which Republicans have repeatedly targeted through decades, has said, hey, there was history done here that harmed people, and as a way to make up for it, slowly over time, we need to designate specific areas, Black populous areas, to have accurate representation
And what
of
did the
folks.
Supreme Court rule?
The Supreme Court ruled that, hey, actually, no, you guys don't need this representation.
Because you cannot
This
do
is
it
unconstitutional.
Yeah. I'm sorry, sing it with me. What gave it away? I mean, sir.
Race.
Certainly you can.
You cannot redistrict and you cannot do that based on race.
You cannot deny Black people from having the right to vote and represent themselves.
Okay, let me explain.
Because you have white people in Louisiana versus Calais. That's what the case is.
Pause here. Let Officer Tatum speak.
Okay, this is the problem here. You are assuming that Black people can only vote for Democrats.
No, I didn't assume
yes,
that.
You are, because
no,
the redistricting.
I didn't. Where did I say that?
Because
when did I say that?
I'm saying you're insinuating that.
I'm not insinuating that.
Because you cannot draw lines of demarcation based on race. That is against the United States Constitution.
She's lovely, but she's a tether. No, that's definitely a tether. This is a girl's spaghetti you should not eat.
They ruled that, which is why they had to redraw lines. Black people have a right to vote for anybody that they want that acts in the best interest of the Black community or the community at large. It doesn't have to always be Democrats.
There's a reason why there's a reason why Black people vote for Democrats, and there's a reason why there's only five elected Republicans in Congress that are Black.
Which is the problem in the Black community today. The consistency of voting for these Democrats who ain't done nothing for Black people.
It's not that they couldn't find foundationals. I don't think they wanted to. I think they wanted people who were just going to toe the line. I don't think they wanted strong, masculine, unfoundational, baby, people up in there. Because Jubilee, no, I will rip these folks to shreds. And I promise you it's going to happen. And if and when it does, I'm going to need the damn nation to chime in. I'm going to need y'all to chime in because I'm going to make sure my hairline's on point. I'm going to make sure that I'm wearing a blackety-black outfit. I'm going to make sure I'm sharp as a tack. And I'm going to make sure I don't have none of these hot dog neck pockmark bumps on the back of my head. I'm just saying.
And still haven't. We're to this day, Many people that are sitting around here are still complaining about the plight against the black people, but y'all still vote for Democrats. And Democrats have been elected in office for the majority of the time in the last decade.
Republicans have done
what have they done? Nothing for black people.
Republicans have done way more damaging things.
He can't even acknowledge the fact that Democrats have had the ball. And see, again, this is why I don't think Tatum's a great debater. This man here, can't even understand or can't even cop to the fact that the majority of black-run cities, and when I say black-run, I mean cities that have a densely populated black community, are run by Democrats. Philadelphia, Chicago, LA, New York, Atlanta, Charlotte, Memphis. I could do this all day. Democrat, slum. Baltimore, slum. Can't read on grade level. Slum. What is we talking about? That's where we need to get to. If we can't get to that place, we can't get anywhere. And that is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is the main problem. And nobody wants to have that conversation because that conversation is too much like right. That conversation is too much like, oh my gosh, let's really dig in and get it popping. No, we don't want that. God forbid. So I'm trying to understand what we're talking about. So what are we doing? What are we doing for real? But this is what I be talking about when I say this. Everybody gets mad, but it's the absolute truth. They don't pay attention, and all they do is play in our face. And when we say something, we the bad guys. When we say something, we being divisive. How about no? We're not doing that. So, we're not even gonna play that game. You understand what I'm saying to you? It's just not gonna happen because at some level, we got to be honest. This is not honest here.
Even just as of recent,
example.
Just recently with Doge, we had the highest exodus of black women in the federal workforce. I'm not sure if you're not aware of that information, but wait, I'm not sure if you're aware of that information. But
black is cutting spending
for social services, increasing poverty, increasing crime, increasing death, and harming people over and over again. You are doing nothing to help the black community, and trying to perpetuate a policy platform that insists that black people need to be put down is not going to lie.
Who said black people need to be put down? What are we talking about? Oh, Lord. Let's get him up out of here. Lord, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, my God.
2, 1.
Right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I wanted to ask, just in terms of him refusing to sign not only the Affordable Housing Act, but also refusing to sign the bipartisan 2024 bill when it comes to putting more money on our borders, right? Because you talked about immigration. Why would he refuse these acts if, in reality, if we put more money there, we would have more officers and less fear, and we would be able to actually have legal immigration streamlined more cleanly?
Can any of these liberals ever get to the point?
Because the question is not, I'm guessing you're not against immigration, you're against illegal immigration, or?
All right, real quick, because I'm seeing a ton of super chats. I'm sorry, y'all. Just trying to make sure I get it. Let's see here. Uncle Reggie with the clutch. Appreciate the 30 joules. Thank you for the thumbs up, Stacy Key. Appreciate that. Also, thank you for the 200 joules for the jamming. Absolutely. Disco Kryptonite with the $2 super chat says, will you ever do one of these? What's your prompt? My prompt is foundational Black Americans have allowed Democrats to completely destroy our cities and our country. That would be my first one. I probably got like 4 or 5 I'd come up with where I would just begin to wash folks. But if ever I get the opportunity, how would Roland Martin say? That's just what it is. Shout out to Gregarious. Thank you so much for the 200 joules. Thank you for the jamming. I'll be chill. Oh, that's the wrong one. My bad, bro. There you go. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's see here. 10 jewels for V Creed. Thank you for the gold coin. Thank you for the 199 super chat there. Dexter Robinson says he had mange on the back of his head. Not mange. Jesus. Y'all got to be careful eating that bush meat. I'll be trying to tell y'all. Thank you, Stacey Key, for the gold coin. Keep the super chats coming. Has anybody gotten the Tether doctrine yet? Research papers coming, and then when you get that, when you get your access link, you'll see that there will be additional files uploaded. Let me know if you got it already. If you haven't gotten it, go ahead and get it. It's a lot of zesties in the house. Yeah, no, they got to go through there. They got to go through that TSA bushmeat check. Yes, they do. I'm so confused. What is voter intimidation? Smooth, if I'm not bright, do me a favor. Why don't you come on up here? There's the link. Show everybody how much more intellectually astute you are than me. Please, I'm come and knock on my door. I've been waiting for you. Come on up here. I got nothing but time. Smooth Bandit out here bugging. Yeah, I know exactly how voter registration works. I've been registered to vote since the Clinton administration, but go off. This is what I'll be talking about. You took the words right out of my mouth. Honorary tethers are the worst. So I'm trying to figure it out. Stacy said, Stay Smart said, why everyone talking about the Democrats like the Grandmaster of the KKK is not a Republican, but we keep talking about racism. First of all, I don't know if you know this or not, but Robert Byrd, who was an exalted Cyclops in the Ku Klux Klan, was eulogized by Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Strom Thurmond, yet another one. By the way, the Klan was started by Democrats. Nobody said there wasn't racism in the Republican Party. That's not the issue. The issue is the real racists are the ones who have had the ball, promised us everything, delivered absolutely nothing, decided to put illegal immigrants ahead of us in communities like Chicago, New York, LA, Philadelphia. Like, what are you talking about? Please miss me with the BS. I mean, truly. California is the richest state in America. Then why is it that there's a Skid Row in every part of California? So who's a bootlicking MAGA? Jazzy Smith 9636. You can come on up here. There's the link, but you won't. So I'm trying to understand. But let's get back to this.
For the most part, I'm against illegal immigration, but I also believe we need to measure how much immigration we're actually allowing in this country when people in America have needs that we need.
Did he just come off the Beat It video set? What the hell is going on here? Is he about to go pop locking after this? What is going on? I'm so confused. Been spending most our lives living in a tether paradise. Got a chin strap and no eyebrows on my face right now, you see.
To address
How
here.
do you measure that?
We allow 1 million immigrants legally in the United States of America every single year. And we all in here care about the issues that go on.
Oh, no. You know the issues he cares about, you guys.
In the Black community. Yes. I would argue that Black people need the financial support that we're giving these immigrants that are coming over here. I think it's not right.
Okay, so here's a fact check. Undocumented immigrants are generally ineligible for major benefit programs such as SNAP, TANF, regular Medicaid, most federal housing assistance, and Social Security benefits. Although eligible members of mixed status families may receive assistance, that is on a federal level. There are still state funds that you can get. You can look at what happened with Chicago and Brandon Johnson taking the COVID relief money and giving it to illegals. That fact check that. Like, this is what I be talking. You see how quick the trick bag gets played? And then goes on to say, federal law nevertheless permits limited services involving emergency Medicaid, short-term disaster relief, immunizations, and communicable disease treatment. Those are all federal benefits. Even the fact check is contradicting itself. But let's keep going.
Illegal immigrants actually don't get federal support.
They do get federal support.
Illegal immigrants, fact check that. Illegal immigrants do not have federal support. But actually, what I will say is that immigrants overall pay taxes.
Immigrants.
Illegal immigrants do not get federal
get
support.
access to
Illegal
social
or
programs.
immigrants?
They get access.
Look. Certain life and safety services, WIC, which is milk, beans, butter, bread, peanut butter, food stamps, school meals. Separate federal law guarantees access to emergency hospital screening, stabilization, to public K through 12 education, regardless of immigration status. Government. The federal government has also funded local governments and nonprofits providing short-term humanitarian services to some migrants. Hello? Anybody? Anybody? So they'll take the federal money, give it to a nonprofit, and then the nonprofit does the work. That's called money laundering, people. Are we serious right now? You got to be kidding me. Although the availability of that grant funding has changed over time.
Illegal
to
immigrants or
Medicare,
immigrants?
they get access to all immigrants, but illegal immigrants do as well.
Oh, I'm talking about specifically the border bill. Why did he reject that?
Because bills are not isolated. It's got a bunch of minutia.
And when he's talking about minutia, there's a term that the government uses. It's called pork. So you got a COVID bill in there, or you've got a disaster relief bill in there, and then you slide all this extra stuff in there. You ever wonder why a bill be like 900, or 3,000 pages? That's because they're sneaking a bunch of stuff in there, hoping that nobody reads it so it can get passed, because everybody looks at the headline, and there's usually a bunch of aides that will read portions of each bill or scan portions of each bill to make sure that that stuff doesn't get passed in, but it usually does. That's why they call it pork, because it's stuff that's just stuffed in there like sausage. But let's keep going.
A bunch of spending that he doesn't agree with, and the Republicans don't agree with.
But did he not agree with?
All of those bills have
no, actually,
access
a lot
spending.
of Republicans, it was a bipartisan bill.
Well, then why? You tell me why he didn't sign it.
No, I'm asking you.
No, you tell me why he didn't sign it then.
I'm asking you.
You're saying that he's doing it because he's racist.
I'm not saying, I didn't say that. Why are you putting one to,
I hate passive aggressive people. Say it with your chest or don't say it at all.
I genuinely am trying to ask you, why didn't he?
The bill is not just singularly about border patrol.
But
it's
okay,
not.
we're talking about healthcare.
We do have to pause
By 2034, 10 million Americans are going to lose
Shut
their
your
healthcare.
I'm so sorry.
hole.
Thank you both so much.
So that's
Love the passion, though.
Time moves fast, but your credit score
Nobody
can take off
cares.
big old price.
All right, if you would like to be the next debater, get to the chair.
So now let's get back to the show.
My next surrounded claim is that police officers do more good in the Black community than harm.
All right, if you would like to be the next debater, get to the chair in 3, 2, 1.
I want to hear why you think that police.
What is going, sir? What in the Anthony Hamilton? What in the coming from where I'm from? Come on to me, Charlene. Is going on with your face, sir?
Police do more good in the Black communities than harm.
Well, when you look at the functionality of law enforcement, meaning that the people who perpetuate crime in the Black community are arrested by law enforcement officers, removing them from the community, removing the predators, the drug dealers, and all of that from the community, which is a good thing. And I cannot name other things that are harmful that outweigh all of the good that the police officers do.
How did the police first come about?
You be more
Slave
detailed
patrol.
than that.
The slave
That's
patrol,
not true.
yeah, it's
The police.
literally
That's two different
Fact check it.
functionalities.
Fact
They can
check
check it.
It's
There's
the
two different
origins.
functionalities.
The origins.
You're talking
of
about slave
policing,
patrols
the
and
origin
modern day
of
policing is
whoa, whoa,
completely
whoa.
different.
The origins of policing
not true.
within the United States of America
It's not true.
derive from the slave patrol.
That's
They
not true.
still use the same badges.
That's not true.
The same. The
That's not true.
stars on the.
That's not true.
Fine. That's
the
fine.
functionality of slave patrols and the jurisdiction
I'm
that
not
slave
talking about the
patrols had
functionality. I'm
versus the
talking about the
functionality and
actual-
jurisdiction of law
It
enforcement
derived
is
from
completely
the
different.
entire premise
That's
of
not true.
slave patrol. That's fine. That's fine.
That's not
Listen.
true.
Okay. Cool. So
And
the United States of America.
Yeah, no, slave patrols were fundamental in policing in the South. That's definitely a fact. So I'm trying to understand. But any way you slice it, that's again, loitering laws come out of that. There's a bunch of stuff that comes out of slavery and slave patrols. We get that, but right now What's happening?
There's an issue with policing in the Black community.
No,
You don't think there's an issue with stop and frisk?
no,
You don't think that there's an issue with like flock cameras and geo tracking?
no.
Got it. Okay,
I think
cool.
that helps eliminate crime.
Sure. Have you ever heard of the Veil of Darkness study?
No, I have not.
Okay. The Veil of Darkness study was a study that was completed where 95 million traffic stops were actually checked across the United States of America. Vast pool, right? The methodology accounted for the time of day, for traffic, location, different shifts. Would you like to know what they found in that study when it came to police?
Yo. So apparently somebody took the stream down because the Tether started hating on the stream. Oh, Lord. This is how you know you're getting there, people. This is what happens when you know you're getting there. So let's go ahead and